And now we're going to continue with the next session, another solo session from our Hoymiles. So first of all, who is Hoymiles? Hoymiles is a global MLPE, which is the module level power electronic solution. He is the provider of and specialized in module level inverters and storage system with a vision of a clean, sustainable future. At Hoymiles, we strive to lead the smart energy industry through our rugged technology and reliable products. Today, we are very honored to welcome our trusted partner, sales manager from Hoymiles, Mr. Daniel Xi, to come and share his insight with us. Please give him a big round of applause. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is Daniel from Hoymiles. I believe most of you guys know very well about the string inverter, right? But today I will bring some new things to you guys. Today I will present the three parts. First of all, the whole way, and what do we value, and what have we done, and Hoymiles is a MLPE, we are professional in MLPE industry. We founded in 2012. We gone 10 years already. And in 2022, we achieved the 2 million manufacturing capacity for microinverter. And we have the top one, the tier one institute of the MLPE research. So it's our milestone. I would like to highlight some key years for you guys. In 2015, we entered the marketing like the Latin and Europe and the USA market. And in 2016, our CEO, our boss, Dr. Yang, he won the second prize of the State and Natural Science Award. You have to know the first of this SNS award, basically the Chinese version Nobel Prize. So we have quite strong the MLPE research in the world. And in 2017, we released the most cost-effective 4-in-1 microinverter. I believe you guys you must be familiar with the Enphase, right? It's the top one, the brand of a microinverter. But most of the sales, like the 70 or 60 sales, happen in US market. But out of the US, I believe we are equal with the Enphase. Okay. And in 2020, we released our first generation 3-phase microinverter, and it's also the world's first 6-in-1 microinverter, which means the one microinverter can connect with the 6 panels at once. And in last year, we're glad to become a listed company in China Technology and Innovation, the board, and we also achieved the highest stock price in Shanghai Stock Exchange. Okay, so our main market is Latin American, Europe, and the US market. Of course, actually, the Asian market is only occupied a small market share of Hoymiles sales, but we have a really good growth in the East Asia market, especially the Thailand, since the Thailand have the really good growth of the residential project. So we have installation in over 100 countries and have partnership covering the 76 countries and regions. So what do we value? We have our own R&D team, over the 300 the teams. Most of them are master and a doctor. And we have our own manufacturing. Basically, we have the 500 the staffs works for our manufacturing and the production. And we have a local service in the global. Okay. So we try to deliver our products in short lead time, about 4-5 weeks. Even we are facing the peak season like the Q3, Q4. Okay, so we always believe the high quality is the best after sales for our customer. So we have really good low failure rate, as low as the 0.18%, which means they have only 2 units have get a chance to fail per 1,000 installation. Okay, and also we try to give the instant troubleshooting in 1 hour to our customer. So what have we done? We been 10 years, and these 10 years we created many things, and we have been through the 4-generation microinverter, and now we have our hybrid inverter as well. So I can see that the Hoymiles have the most rich and complete product line for microinverter, not only the 1-in-1 like in-phase, and we also have the 2-in-1, 4-in-1, and 6-in-1. And actually, our 4-in-1 have the best seller in Thailand, and we're also the top 1 brand for microinverter in Thailand, and we occupy the 60% of the sales for solar inverter in market like Germany, and we are also top 1 in Latin America. So why do we choose the microinverter as our business instead of the other kind of the solar inverter? So the most of the important things is the safety, of course, the safety. So compared with the string inverter, the microinverter is DC input only under the 60 volt DC. So you can see that. So see that for the microinverter, there is only very slight the DC arc, the no electric shock. But compared to the string inverter, there the DC input usually could be the 400 volt DC, and it will cause a strong DC arc and electric shock. So it's also caused a lot of the disaster in global PV market, right? So it's also the SLD, the compared with the microinverter and string inverter. Because the string inverter, all the panels in the same loop. So you can even the single panels, the DC voltage is very low, but after the 10 to maybe 20 panels add, the DC voltage will be high, very high. So, but compared with the microinverter, it's all the microinverter contacted in parallel. So all the DC input only under the 60 volt DC, right? Okay. So another advantages of microinverter, we have very low startup voltage, as low as the 22 volt DC. What's the advantages of this parameter? Of course, for Hoymiles microinverter, our microinverter can work earlier and longer than the string inverter, thanks to the low startup voltage DC. So compared with the string inverter, their start voltage could be the 80. Yeah, maybe some the quality brand can achieve like 60 volt DC. But in fact, a very interesting fact, that most of the residential system in Thailand would be the 3 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, which means on the top roof, the people will choose like the 4 panels or 8 panels. So in this situation, the low start voltage will be a really good advantages compared with the string inverter. Okay. And this picture shows our module level monitoring. Yeah, we have modular monitoring. It will help for easier operation and maintenance. For string inverter systems, once one panel is died, it falls, you will never know it falls unless you get on the roof and check one by one, right? But for Hoymiles, because we have the module level and monitoring, so you can find everything and performance, or you can find which panel is false and is died on the roof, and you can know exactly what position on the roof. So it's also one of our bigger advantages of Hoymiles microinverter, and our installer and end user really love it. Okay. So also thanks for the module level MPPT. For most of string inverter, like 5 kilowatt string inverter, usually they have only 2 MPPT. Yeah, some of them have 3 MPPT, but the price also get higher than the normal one. For microinverter, Hoymiles microinverter, we provide module level MPPT for single individual panels. So, lots of the residential systems that will be affected by the shading or multi-orientation, their problems. So, for microinverter, we can resolve such a problem to get a higher higher yield power for your systems. Okay. So it's a table for summarize between the microinverter and the string inverter. First of all, we provide the standard 12 years warranty, and also you can choose a longer, like 25 years, as long as you pay extra the price for the longest warranty. Compared with the string inverter, usually they can provide 5 to 10 years, and the lifespan of the string inverter usually could be the 15 years. So which means the whole lifespan of your PV systems, you have to change one time of the string inverter. But the Hoymiles microinverter, our lifespan up to 30 years, because it's a better cooling, and it's the principle of the microinverter, and the shading problem expansion. For the system expansion, it's easier for the other type of type of the string inverter. You can let's take it for example. Any user, they have the system 3 kilowatt, and 2 years passed. They think the PV system is really good and is saving money for them, right? But what happens if they want to extend their systems, like from the 3 system, 3 kilowatt to the 5 kilowatt to the 8 kilowatt? If you are using string inverter, you have to replace the whole systems. But if you choose the microinverter installed in start, you just need add 1 to 2 units in the future. So it's saving money for the end user. And the rapid shutdown, very interesting. Thailand released a new regulation for rapid shutdown, and I heard, I believe that this regulation will landing down for next year. Because the microinverter is DC input under the 80 volt DC, that's the principle of the rapid shutdown. So we naturally meet a requirement. But if you are string inverter, you have to add the optimizer or rapid shutdown device, which means you have to cost extra. And the challenging installation conditions easier because we achieved IP67 compared with the string inverter's AP65. So that's also why a lot of our customers choose the microinverter for the floating PV systems. So following is our modules of a microinverter. First of all, we have the single-phase microinverter. I would like to focus on the 4-in-1 HMS 2000. It's our best seller in Thailand now. It's able to connect with the 4 panels at once, and each panel's capacity could be the 670 watts. So, and we have the DTU, the full name is Data Transfer Unit. It's the gateway hardware for the monitoring systems. And basically is the brain of the whole microinverter systems. And we have our own platform, and it's total free. So parameter for our microinverter, the HMS 2000 is available for the panel up to the 670 watts. The start voltage 22, operating voltage from 16 to 60 volt. And the efficiency 96.5% is quite a good excellent for the microinverter products. And the maximum input current, we achieved 16 amp. Okay. So this is a SLD for the 1-in-1 microinverter. All the microinverter connected by the DC chain. We call it the plug and play DC chain connection. So it's easier for it's a single phase systems. For our two-in-one, the same. We can use the single-phase microinverter to form a three-phase by 3 series. And the four-in-one microinverter is the same principle. So I think in Thailand, the half of the systems is the single phase and half will be the three phase. So not only the single phase, so we also have the three phase microinverter. Hoymiles, we achieved the largest capacity for three phase microinverter in the world. This one is available for 6 panels connection with one microinverter, and each input up to the 500 watts for solar panel, and the rest of the parameters same as the single phase, but the maximum the input current will be a little bit low than the single phase. Yeah, it's the SLD for the 16-in-1 three-phase microinverter. We use the trunk cable to the connection. All the microinverter connect with this trunk cable, and we are available have 9 units of three-phase microinverter in the same series. So basically, it's for the commercial and the industry systems. We are saving the accessories. Okay. So now we come to the data transfer unit. This is our brain of the Hoymiles microinverter. So what's the features of the DTU? First of all, they support the Wi-Fi, GPS, internet communication, and the maximum support 99 panels for 1 unit of DTU. And it's detectable monitoring for the data storage for your entire installation. A little bit of introduction about this. In case your internet is breakdown, it still can support 7 days local storage. Once you get the internet back online, we will upload all the 7 days data to our platform. Then you can see all the performance via device like a smartphone and a PC. Okay, and the maximum wireless communication distance will be the 400 meter for open space. Yeah, there are 2 types of the DTU Pro. Because we have no Pro one, which one without the export limit function. Because the Thailand regulation required export limit, so we have the DTU Pro version. The S version is of a latest generation the device, because we are using the latest the communication technology sub 1 gigahertz. The only difference between this one is communication distance. The older one would be the 200 meter, and the latest one to 400. Okay. So this is SLD for all the communication. You can see the data will generated by the microinverter, then uploaded to the DTU, then it's transferred to the house Wi-Fi router, and transferred to our server. Then you can see the system performance while smartphone and a PC. And of course, we're allowed to have the multiple unit of DTU for the commercial systems, because one DTU only support 99 panels, right? What happens if we want to have microinverter for 1 megawatt systems? You just need to the multiple unit of DTU, okay? So we have our own Smile monitoring platform. So what we can do with our monitoring? Basically, it's the same with the string inverter, I have to say. I think what we better to do compared with others, it's more friendly. Sorry. Yeah, it's more friendly, but the most excellent point, I have to say, is we provide the multi-level monitoring. It's a 100 kilowatt systems installed in China, so it's very clear to show you each panel's performance. And of course, the regular residential. These systems installed in Australia. And because you know that Australia will have weak sunshine for the thaw phase, so you can see these 4 panels will have a lower power generate. Okay. So for the installers and end users apps, you can find a lot of information like the power generation, the energy flows, and the power ratio, historic data, and modular data. So you may find they have the battery here. Yes, right, we have our own hybrid inverter. So what's the features of the Hoymiles energy storage hybrid inverter? We have the single phase to three phase, both types, and the capacity from 3 kilowatt to the 12 kilowatt. And the best part is can available for the AC cable and the DC cable. The DC cable connected with the solar panel, AC cable, you are available to connect with the third part string inverter and the Hoymiles microinverter as well. And it's the efficiency achieved 97.6%, the DC to AC ratio up to the 150%. And we support the multi models for different scenario application. Okay, this is the SLD for the whole systems. Very interesting, you can find it here, the generator and the microinverter can have the AC coupled with the hybrid inverter. So which means existing Hoymiles end user, if they want to add the batteries in the future, yeah, we have the solution. Okay. So, yeah. Now we come to our latest, the product's rapid shutdown device. I think it's very important for the future's Thailand market. I can say it's the most cost-effective solution for the products for the rapid shutdown solution, because the Thailand new regulation will require the rapid shutdown or whatever the capacity of your systems. So we have the 1-in-1 and the 2-in-1 model for your PV systems to achieve the to comply with the rapid shutdown. So this is the transmitter. The principle of the rapid shutdown products is the transmitter will give a signal to the rapid shutdown device. As long as the signal is stopped, then your PV system is stopped. So it keeps your PV system safety. So we have different versions, and the single phase supplies and the three phase supply power supplies version, and the 1-core and the 2-core version is depend on the capacity of your systems. So this is SLD. You can see all the PV panel in the same series. Then they go through the cones. The PV systems will send the signal via the PLC, the DC cable to the RSD device. Then it will keep in work. So what's the features of the Hoymiles rapid shutdown device? So first of all, we have the voltage lower than 80 volt DC to comply with the rapid shutdown regulation. And we complied with the NEC 2070 and 2020. And we complied with SunSpec certified. And the operation temperature within the negative 40 and positive 85 degrees. And it's plug and play installation, no configuration required. And yeah, this one is much important, the lower noise, because it's happened a lot before. So avoid your systems is stopped by the AFCI. Okay, yeah, and the Hoymiles rapid shutdown provide standard 25 years warranty. So some case I want to show you. It's a regular PV systems we have in Thailand. So it shows you the module level and PVT and module level monitoring. It's a 5 kilowatt systems we completed in 2021. It's using HM S2000s. And it's 11 kilowatt systems we completed in this year. Also, residential systems use HMS 2000s. It's a bigger one, yeah, 60 kilowatt systems. It's used the 33 pieces of HM 1500 is our older model of microinverter. It's a commercial systems, also a three-phase systems. Also, we have the systems for the bigger, for the commercial. It's achieved almost 400 kilowatt systems in Thailand, Bangkok. And we completed this one in 2022, and we also use HM 2000's 4-in-1 microinverter. Also, we have, because the Hoymiles microinverter achieved IP67, do you remember it? So a lot of our clients choose Hoymiles microinverter to using the project on the floor, on the water or floating systems. This one is very earlier systems we finished in 2018 in Bangkok. It's our 2-in-1 microinverter. Okay. And this one is we finished in Malaysia in this year. Yeah. And we also lots of the projects in the global, in Poland, very beautiful. It's also a commercial systems. Yeah, the best part of the Hoymiles microinverter, we are using you can use the different type of microinverter, 1-in-1, 2-in-1, 4-in-1, installed in the same series. You can mix it, no problem. Yeah, it's also a big systems in Morocco. It's happened in Canada. We're using 23 pieces of MI 1500. It's our old model. Another commercial systems happening in US and Sao Paulo. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.